Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on Farming Simulator 25. It's now April, which means we can finally get the planting done of the soybeans, which we weren't able to do in the previous episode because obviously I was a bit too early. March is too early to drill or plant the soybeans, so we do need to wait until April, which it now is, and we can hopefully get on with it. My only slight concern now is whether we can plant on the ploughed areas of the field or not. Hopefully we can, but we may have to cultivate those headlands first before we can plant. But let's find out. Oh, and also thank you to everyone who said that there is now a cultivation field creator mod out. You can create fields with cultivators now, but at the time of recording that wasn't available. That's why I couldn't use it. Okay, so we're in the field, and it does look like it's working. Yeah, that's good. So that's on the ploughed section. It has worked. This bit is cultivated already, but yeah, we're okay, it looks like. So we'll go on to the helper or steering assist menu, and we'll get the work lines up so that we can see where we're going, which is always a help. I'm kind of debating whether to do all this myself or let the helper do it. I'm not too sure. I might start it myself at least. I'm not sure whether we're going to do it all though. The trouble is the helper doesn't tend to like taking over when it's already half finished. Seems to confuse it a bit, but we'll give it a go. But yeah, like I was saying, there is now a cultivator field creator mod with a cultivator, so you can do field expansions without having to lease or buy a plough, which is very helpful. Probably not quite as realistic, but I've always liked that. I had that mod early on in FS25 as well, and probably 19. So yeah, it's one of my favourite mods, certainly up there with the best mods for me, being able to expand fields without having to get a plough. But I don't regret using the plough because it was nice to experience it, and I may use it again in the future. We did do a ploughing contract as well, didn't we, in the previous episode as well, so yeah, the ploughs have their place, but I do find cultivating a bit easier and quicker. Anyway, I'll get on with planting this field now as a time lapse for a bit, and then well, we'll see if I do it all or not. I'm not sure. I'm still not sure whether to do it all. Depends how long it's taking, really. If it feels like it's going to take a very long time, I might get the helper to take over, but I would like to do it myself because I quite enjoy it. Like I said in the previous episode, I do quite like doing a bit of field work, getting a whole field done myself, and it of course saves a bit of money as well because the helper is a bit expensive. Not too bad, but it does cost money, and when we're not exactly doing amazingly for money, it is always nice to save a bit. So yeah, like I say, we'll get on with this now on a time lapse. we didn't quite have enough seed in the planter to get the field finished, but it's not too much more to go now, so it shouldn't take too long. I'm just going to get this one from the shop, then we can get it refilled, and then we can continue. We'll finish off the planting. So yeah, not too much more work to do, but just a shame I had to travel down here to go and get this pallet, which has delayed me a little bit, but not the end of the world. We've also got the rice paddy fields to get planted today as well, or at least start planting them. And I think the greenhouses and the animals will need more water as well, so yeah, plenty to do, but I think I will have time to get this field finished. And I've saved myself quite a bit of money by not using the helper on this, which is always a good thing. But yeah, I think I just need to get back to the field now with this pallet of seed, get the planter refilled, and then we can continue with our job. So yeah, speak to you in a bit. There we go, so that's the field done. Shouldn't take too long really, it wasn't too bad. Certainly not on a time lapse, it won't have seemed too bad. It was a little bit slow, but I think it was about 20 minutes or something it took me in real time, so it wasn't terrible. Anyway, we'll put this away now, we don't need it again for a while, probably not until next year to be honest, unless we do a contract. And even then we'll probably borrow the equipment, so yeah, we probably won't need it again for a while. Next job, we will need to, well, we can start planting our rice fields, won't we? Yeah, that'll be the next thing probably. Oh, and also give the animals and stuff some water, and the greenhouses and things, so yeah, that needs doing. So I think what I'll do, I might get the helpers to do the olive field. I've just done that one on my own, so we don't want to spend the entire episode just planting things, so let's get the helper to drive this time, at least for this field. And we've got to flood them both as well, haven't we? Don't want to forget to do that. So yeah, it looks like the water, I did flood this one, was it a couple of episodes back, but it looks like the water's drained away now. So we're going to have to flood it again. There we go. So that's going to start flooding. I don't know whether it'll let us plant straight away, or whether we have to wait a bit for the water to start appearing. But we're going to use the helper this time. So let's OK that and see what happens. Yeah, it looks like it's going to work. I'll go and flood the other field as well while I remember. It's just down here, and then we can get everything watered with the Bowser water bowser. So yeah, this one is cultivated now, so that one can be flooded as well. And the helper is underway, so that's good. I might do the other one myself, we'll see, but this one I'll just let the helper get on with that. Right, so we need to... Oh, that trailer might be empty now, I think, or at least it might be able to be emptied. I think it might have stopped coming out, but probably can put this away now. It's been tipping for a while. Yes, there we go, it's finally empty. We've got rid of the carrots. Just going to have a few more pallets of preserved carrots to spawn. That car's kind of in the way. I'll go in front of you then. Oh no, you're going to overtake me now. Chaos. Right, okay, so this trailer can go over here. Oh, we're going to need it to sell the soybeans very soon, in June, well, a couple of months. So we'll leave it there, and that can be used again. Stop the tractor there, I think, because we're going to use this one on the water bowser, which we'll grab from over here. And then we need to make sure that everything's got lots of water. And obviously start with the mushroom production because we were already here, and then we'll move on to the other productions. There we go, that one's done. So next we might as well go in order, so we'll do the rice sapling production. We have got plenty of saplings in storage, and it is currently set to selling, auto selling, so yeah, we're not going to be getting any more pallets for a while unless I change the settings, but we should have enough there, I think, to plant 2 small paddy fields. I think we should be okay. So the goats are getting a bit older now. They're 8 months and 10 months, I think, so they'll start to reproduce soon, so that's good. We'll start to get some more goats being born. Well, I say soon, in a few months maybe, not any time too soon, but we will eventually. Okay, so that's everything watered, I think. We'll lift that up, and we'll just park it over here, I think, for now. We're not going to be getting anything spawning in this area, so that's not going to be in the way. The field we drilled in the previous episode, which is oats, that is going to need some more fertiliser. I think we've already got fertiliser in the spreader, so I'll go and do that next. It's only got 1 stage of fertiliser because our seed drill doesn't actually fertilise, which is a shame, but our planter does, which is good. I'm glad I went for a planter with fertiliser. And like I say, because we haven't got that much land, although it's not the biggest planter, in fact it's the smallest, it wasn't too bad really. I feel that's our biggest field that I just did there, and it didn't take too long. And if I got help to do it, it wouldn't take long at all. Well, it wouldn't seem to be taking long at all, because I wouldn't be doing it. So yeah, I'm not too bothered about the size of that planter at the moment, but obviously, yeah, in the future we will be upgrading that to a bigger one. Anyway, here we are at the oat field. Hopefully I'm not going to damage the crop. It's only 1 day it's been planted, so I think we should be okay. Yes, we are. Yeah, that's lucky. Yeah, we're okay. So I'll get this planted now. I'll set the steering assist. Not planted, spread with fertiliser. We will do. We've already planted it or drilled it. Yeah, so I'll get on with this fertiliser spraying now. Okay, so there's no more pallets here to spawn yet, or there's some 1500 and it'll spawn at 2000, so there is more incoming, and there's still almost 23,000 litres of raw carrots in here being produced. It's just a bit slow because it's obviously the small production. But yeah, I don't regret selling this because now we are using it again for stuff. It can be used in the future. Be interesting to see if we get more for the carrots raw or whether we get more for the pallets. I didn't really calculate that, but hopefully more for the carrot on the pallets. Anyway, I think the helper's almost finished with this field now. Let's just check to see how it's going. Yeah, just on the last headland, so I think what I'll do is probably stop that now. In fact, it's finished, hasn't it? Just the very last little bit. And yeah, we'll move it down to the next field. There we go. So, yeah, next time we're going to go down, well, right now we're going down to this field. And we'll get this one planted as well. So I'm not sure I'm going to do this myself or get the helpers to do it again. It's almost run out of rice. For some reason I couldn't get it to fill fully. That's never happened before. I don't understand why I couldn't fill it with rice saplings all the way. I don't know. I don't understand that at all. Yeah, let's do this ourselves because the helper did the other one. So Yeah, I'll do this one. So we're not going to get very far before it runs out. We need to turn it on, don't we? There we go. And then we're going to have to refill it again, but I don't understand why it wouldn't refill fully. I could get it to do 81% or something, but it wouldn't go all the way to 100%. I don't understand why. Oh, we're not on GPS for some reason. Thought I pressed it. There we go. Yeah, so I don't know why it did that, but we're going to have to go back any second again to reload. Yeah, I think that's just because I came out of the water there. Right, so I will continue planting this field with rice, and I'll speak to you in a bit. There we go then, that's both of the rice paddy fields planted with rice, so they can just grow now. Obviously you need to try and remember to keep them filled up with water, because I didn't do that last time particularly well. Didn't realise actually that I had to do that, but I seemed to get away with it. It didn't wither. Just there was a few patches that were damaged, but I think that turns out to be hail damage, I believe. That's what I've been told anyway. So yeah, the hail did more damage than not watering them very much, which is surprising. But I don't think that was supposed to happen. I think I got very lucky there that it didn't wither at all, which was quite amazing. But yeah, this time I'll keep on top of or try and remember to keep on top of the flooding of the fields, to make sure that they've got enough water. Anyway, we'll park this up. We're done with that now for today, and for most of until the next summer really, until next April will be the next time that gets used. So yeah, it's not something that gets used very often. And obviously down here we had plenty of pallets, so yeah, these will keep us going now for ages by the looks of it. I'm still not sure whether I want to keep this really. I don't know whether to stockpile them all and then get rid of this and replace it with something else that makes more money, because it's not really making us a lot of money really. Well, not selling them it isn't anyway. Obviously when we sell the rice it's not too bad, as long as we don't make bags out of it. Is that a withered patch? Is it already withering? How is it withering already? It's only just been planted. That's worse than last time then, it's already flooded. But yeah, it is flooded at the moment, so we can't really do any more. It's withering even when it is flooded. I don't understand that. Anyway, I think that'll probably do for today. I know it's been quite a bit of time lapsing of planting, but that's all of the fields planted now. I'll show you on the map. Yeah, we've got every field planted. That one's going to need some more fertiliser in the central section. The sides are okay where we ploughed it, that didn't need it, and that's obviously where we missed with the carrot harvester. But the main area that was harvested is going to need a second dose of fertiliser. That one's done, more or less. There's a few little missed bits. Tiny bit of weeds there that are missed, but not terrible. Now we've got our hoe, we should be able to do a better job. I know that was done with a hoe, but it's an awkward shaped field, that, but this one's a nice, mostly rectangular shaped field, which is a lot better than that. That's not a good shape, really. Neither's that. We don't own that one yet, but I was thinking about it. I don't know which one to go for next, so it's quite expensive, but it does come with some trees, which potentially means we could maybe, depending on how steep that is, we could maybe make that a bit better shaped if we took these trees down. I don't know. Something to think about in the future. But all the land is just so expensive. It's all at least 200,000, a lot of it. A lot of the fields, I mean, look at that. 419,000 for, well, I know it comes with the forest, but that small field there, it's very expensive. These are better. These are obviously the most productive arable fields, but even these are 500,000. It's 20.6 acres, but that's not a big field really. In real world terms, a 20-acre field is not big. Some modern arable fields, certainly in the UK, they can be 50 to 100 acres each. But I know this is a game, so yeah, obviously you wouldn't want to be harvesting a 100-acre field. That would be a bit too much. But yeah, the prices, and more considering the prices here, 500,000 for a 20-acre field is not cheap. Not in the UK anyway. I know land prices are high, but wow. Okay, so right, I think, yeah, like I say, we'll probably leave it there for today and obviously continue again in the next one. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.